Hi everyone, here we are in Mod Shoes and we're going to be talking about Gabicci today. I'm with my good friend Mr. Simon.
Hello Andy, how are you?
I'm good, always good. It's a Gabicci off because what me and him argue about, or some discussion, is Gabicci a mod or a casual brand?
Yes.
Now, I know what my views are. Simon's got some views on it. Simon's going to give us a little bit of history and why it might be a mod brand. So Simon, take it away.
Basically, the guys who started Gabicci was Jack Sofia and Alex Pizer, and they used to go to an Italian resort, believe it or not, called Gabicci Mare, M-A-R-E, and this would have been late 60s. And they would have seen all these Italian guys wearing the knitwear that, you know, we've got on now.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the inspiration for Gabicci. So they brought the idea back to the UK. I know it started in 1973. But if you look at, you know, talented Mr. Ripley, Jude Law, he's wearing that Italian knitwear. That's the inspiration. And if you look at the Small Faces in the 60s, they would have been wearing Italian knitwear that they would have bought from Carnaby Street.
And you can see them on the screen now.
You can see them on the screen.
I mean, the one on the, sorry, Simon, the one, Steve, on the right-hand side with that lovely sky blue.
Yeah.
It's just like that sky blue that we've got next to us here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yes, although they weren't buying Gabicci because Gabicci didn't start in 73, they were wearing this sort of Italian knitwear.
Yeah.
So then when you get to 1979, 1980, which is the mod revival,
Wow.
then they would be. This is where you come in.
Well, this is where I come in, and I argue it's more of a casual London football thing. So, because it started in 73, did it miss the first mod thing? You know, and let's not get into the dates, but let's say mid-60s mod person. Yeah. Okay. And very small faces, I get that. But the brand didn't start until after, which is fine, because it's a good brand, and I think quality lasts and it carries on. Yeah. But some of the things I thought was interesting about why I'd argue for the casual case. Now, casuals, when I say casuals, I'm meaning kind of like early 80s casuals or late 70s casuals. I'm thinking of football, thinking of soul boys, okay? Yeah. And so what I've written down here is sports fashion come to the rise in the 70s.
Yep.
Yeah. Bright colours did. Like this, do you know what I mean? We'd lost a sort of and this is where I think it doesn't work in the mod revival so much. When I think of the mod revival, I think very red, white and blue. Yeah. And I think monochrome. Yeah. I think black and white. Yeah. And I know that's kind of scar. Yeah. But it's, whereas soul boys, blokes with wedge haircuts, who were probably as happy at dancing to Chris Hill's Lacy Lady. Yeah. Do you see what I mean? My argument also is, and I'll get this final point out and then we'll move on, is that if you're into something, when you're younger, you might be into, say, the Jam, but at weekends you still want to go and pull girls, so you go to a disco. And going to a disco, you're not probably going to go in your mod revival outfit, you're going to go in something where you feel a bit more like in tune with what's going on around you. Do you understand me? So, yeah, personally, I think there's a lot of that. So there's the Del Boy look, there's the reggae look, which you can see. I think if you put the screen up, you can see the reggae look on the top left there, and Babylon is on the bottom right, bottom left. And then obviously on the right there is the more casual sort of stage. To me, it's the lovely colours. I remember those lovely colours coming through. And I must be...
Yeah, I definitely think it was worn on the terraces. I mean, people talk about Gabicci and Farrah slacks and you know, trainers. That was a definite casual look. But I think if you look at the 79 mod revival and then where it moved to, you get the acid jazz, you get that kind of thing, where people started to wear that kind of look.
Well, I think, yes, if you go back to the camera, I think that's a fair point. And looking at something like this, now, this sky blue, I can't see Weller, say, wearing that in 1980, but I can see Weller wearing that in 83.
Yes, yeah.
And I think that's where the 80s arguably started, because it became bright.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. And because the top that you've got on, I mean, Paul Weller wore that sort of, you know, later on, didn't he? So that's a
well, it seemed to be in the. He seemed to wear that in the Jam and in the Stargazer. Yeah. So it's on. Now let's move on, because otherwise we're going to get stuck. So Simon, let's talk about today. Yeah. Because then I think we can answer this mod casual thing. Yeah. So who are your customers? Who do you sell to?
I mean, I've just come back from not the Isle of Wight, Brighton, the mod weekender there, and there was a lot of guys wearing Gabicci there. And I think the mods have picked up on Gabicci because, you know, perhaps Fred Perry, Ben Sherman, they might be a bit bored wearing that and they're looking for something else. And I think this fits in perfectly.
Yeah.
So I'm selling to men of a certain age, shall we say. They still go to the pub on a Friday and Saturday night. They still go to scooter rallies. They go to Northern Soul Do's. You know, they're still going out.
Yeah.
They still want to wear something smart, and this is what they remember from back in the day, shall we say.
I think you're spot on there, Simon. I think what's interesting, some of the things I note down, the reason we sell at Mod Shoes is I like the fact you do it seasonal, so it changes.
Yeah.
So there's different colours all the time. I think it fits with that it's not just, it changes. So you can wear it with different outfits. I feel that I can wear this out to an evening do, but I also feel I can wear it out for food with my wife.
Yeah. It's a smart look, isn't
Yes, it does. What else did I want to say about it? And more importantly, you do the limited editions, which neatly gets us onto this one
nice.
over
So
here.
this is based on an original piece that you found, isn't it?
That's right. It was at the Glasgow Mod Weekender earlier this year with Guy and a few others. And we went for a walk, and a lady who was around the corner was selling the original one of these.
So you took the original, gave it to Gabicci, and they have reproduced it exclusively for you.
Yeah. So this particular one's called the Elroy. It's going to be out next week. I don't want to time this too much, but it's out in mid-September. It's a limited edition. It's in the sky blue and the grey colour.
This is, point out, this is Alcantara, so it's not suede. The problem with suede is, if it is suede, you have to have it dry cleaned. But because it's Alcantara, you can have it machine washed. This is the kind of stuff they use on car seats. Yeah. So it's believe it or not, it's the same price as suede, but you can actually
you can do more. Now, in terms of wearing it, I can, as you can see, it's a similar cut to this one here. Now, depending on what you want to do, you could wear it nicely done up, like I've got it here. Wear it with jeans, or you could do it like Simon's done.
Yeah,
which has
I've got it with a tootable scarf. I've got a white t-shirt underneath it. I mean, you can wear it undone with a white t-shirt, even a shirt underneath as a cardi.
I think we've covered all the bits we needed to cover.
Did I win?
Well, I don't know. I think the viewers need to decide whether it's going to be casual or mod.
It's a mod brand.
I will add one last thing which I wanted to get in. Is it that those lads from those early 80s and the people we're on about probably were in both camps? Yeah, and I suspect that's why it works so well now, is because we reflect on it and we go, it doesn't feel awkward like some of the mod revival or the punk things do. This feels like a smart thing that we think, that's nice, I'm having a bit of that. Yeah, anyway. So, I would like to thank Simon for coming along and doing this today. Mention that the Elroy is on the website very soon. It's limited edition, as I've already mentioned. If you like this video, we've got plenty more on the video on the website, and watch them there. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Bye.